Hey friends, welcome to a special midweek video. It is a Thursday evening if you're watching this live as it airs, as it premieres, and haven't had a lot of midweek videos recently, but this is a special occasion. The folks at Savage Crucible reached out to me a couple weeks ago and said that they appreciate the channel and what we do for the toy community, and they wanted to send us one of their new figures as a show of appreciation and to get my thoughts on what I think about their new action figure line. And so I want to be clear up front, this was provided by Savage Crucible, but I also want to be clear up front two other things. They made it very clear that I don't even have to make a video or post a picture or anything, and I don't have to say anything. It's entirely my own thoughts. And second, whatever is in this box, I probably already have on pre-order, because I have quite a few of their figures already on pre-order. So, like I've told you over the years, whenever I bring you something that I work with a company to bring you, I don't want to talk about something if it's not something that I'm willing and have spent my own money on, which I have with Savage Crucible. Now, this is an interesting company, interesting line, because one of the things we're blessed about on this channel and in our part of the country down in the Southeast is we have seen multiple toy lines, kind of smaller independent toy lines, debut and seem like their process at our various toy shows. From things like Toylanta and Joe Fest and Retro Toy Con, we see quite a bit of the progress, and we've seen this with Valaverse, we've seen this with Warriors of the Kingdom, and we've seen this with Savage Crucible. In fact, in Toylanta 2022, just about 24 and a half months ago, we were there as this line was introduced to the world. It was a debut at Toylanta 2022. We were there on a Friday night. The table was empty. And the Saturday, the prototypes were out. And in fact, I talked to the folks at Savage Crucible and have a couple-minute clip that was in that video. But rather than that, that's a two-part Castle dub. That's about 5 hours of Toylanta content. I snipped out a couple minutes of it, and I'll put it right here. This is the new figure line right here. You're gonna get on the ground level there. All right. Look at it. This is new figure. This is new line.
This is custom stuff.
No, it's a new action figure line. It's launching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just take a card, follow us on Instagram, go to the website.
Show it there.
I like that one.
Show it there so people can get it. That guy? Yeah. Is he up there? Yeah, he's up there in the middle.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That's cool.
That's gonna be your bestseller right there.
Lemurian humanoid. Savage Crucible. I'll show you this again with that. You go to the other side and get their Instagram, Savage Crucible. It's pretty easy to search for it. This is the launch announcement here at Toylanta right now as you're watching it. So you see the prototypes up there. 112 scale. Lots of articulation, it looks like. If you go to the website that is linked, I just did it myself, sign up for the information. Look at all the tendrils and stuff. That's cool. Anything the folks should know? Just follow the website.
Follow the website, more information is coming daily.
Daily. That's some cool stuff.
A lot sooner than most people are going to expect.
Oh, we got to pay attention for real, Humpty.
I'm glad I signed up.
Yeah, nice. So that was cool. We got to see the prototypes. You know, it was with a little bit of Slap Happy Toys and with Humpty. But a lot of us were there that day. And I got to see the prototypes. And the kick, that was in like spring. And then the Kickstarter went live in the fall. And here we are just, 2 years from the debut. I think maybe closer to, a year and a quarter, year and a half or so from the Kickstarter. A year and a quarter maybe from the Kickstarter finishing. And toys are here. So this is a production piece. I've been following along on their posts. If you pre-ordered on Kickstarter, if you're a Kickstarter backer, if you're watching this on April 25th, your stuff's shipping next week. I believe May 1st. The Kickstarter orders are going out. So within the next week or two, you should have your stuff from the first wave of that Kickstarter. They have also held a pre-order that was on their website, kind of like the way BackerKit works, after the Kickstarter. So the Kickstarter was the best price. The prices went up $1 or $2, I don't remember. And you had the pre-order process from their website. Pre-orders will ship next. I have no idea when that'll be, but I would guess sometime mid-May. And then they've had pre-sales. Pre-sales are right now, still on their website, savagecrucible.com, that you can go to their website and you can get it for a couple dollars more. So I think it's, I don't know how much exactly, but a little bit more than what the pre-order price, slightly more than what the Kickstarter price was, but still better than the retail price. If you go to Big Bad Toy Store, you can also pre-order most of these, but if you go to Savage Crucible, you can see the price difference if you do the pre-sale. I think that pre-sale probably closes really soon, and then the pre-sales will ship out probably, I would guess, beginning of June. And then they'll have an in-stock sale at some point when they complete their shipping. I wouldn't count on that because certain of these figures have already sold out everywhere. Everywhere you can order them online. So I would not count on the in-stock sale if this thing you're interested in. So, calling that out, I'm excited to get a look at this. I have no idea what's in this box. I am not a figure reviewer. If you're a regular watcher channel, you know that. I'm a vlogger. We go to conventions. We do stuff to family, lifestyle, other friends. I'm confident that D Amazing and Toy Bro and a lot of the other reviewers will have videos up. Maybe they already have. I know D Amazing has had some prototype videos he's put up. So if you really want to get deep in articulations and comparisons and those kinds of things, check those guys out as their videos come out. But this is just a sneak peek, first look, my thoughts initially first. Look how cool this box is. So you got the Savage Crucible on top, but then you've got different logos and characters. That side is different from that side. And then even the two sides are different. These are kind of representative of the first several. These are kind of like lizards that are coming now. The more Mind Flayer, Cthulhu types are coming, I think, in the next wave. There's several waves, lots of things shown. But you're here for this figure. Let's open this thing up and see what we got. Got the box open. There's a note in here. A couple things I do want to call out of information. Along with operating successful 3D printing and action figure customization company since 2019, My Action Figure Customs, some of you maybe have bought parts from them, Harbinger Studios was formed in 2022 by William Robert Post. The studio's first line of highly articulated action figures is Savage Crucible. It's an international team of artists, toy collectors. They're passionate about all things fantasy, and they're excited to bring a fresh take on the genre with graphic novels, action figures, and collectibles. So there were 3 waves in the Kickstarter, including a graphic novel. The graphic novel I think you can still buy on their website. I know they have it when they're at shows. Wave 1, shipping now, has 8 different SKUs. 6 different lizard men, Lemurians, and then 2 character packs, which are like armor packs and weapon packs. They have unique parts that are only available by purchase them. These figures were designed for a wide range of part swapping across the line, hands, feet, head, torso. So they're very much a pop and swap line. And there's a secret behind the map. I will probably, well, I don't know. I think I'll leave that secret for you to find out if you get yours. A lot of folks have worked on this line, from sculpting and painting, that I know, that I've met, that are active in the community. We hope you enjoy Savage Crucible's first entry, bringing a world of dark fantasy into action figure form. If you have any feedback on the figure, we'd love to hear from you, which I'll certainly, this will be in my feedback. So thank you to Rob and to the Savage Crucible team for sending this my way. And the figure that we have is a Savage Lemurian. So we're going to look at the box here, and then I'll do my best D Amazing and try to show it with a diorama and stuff. So the Savage Lemurian, now these are like, I don't know what the right term is. They're really army builders, where, they're certainly fully painted. They've got extra hands and a weapon. So I don't want to call them like a blank, because they're not. They're your army builders. These were at a very low cost, all things considered. And I don't know if it's this one or there's also the Lemurian Slate, maybe. One of them was like a $15-ish price point. Sold out very fast everywhere. But so you can use these and then buy like the armor packs or swap, or just leave them like this if you want to have them interchanged. Now, let's look at the packaging. certainly collector friendly. It is taped on the top and the bottom. I did already cut that tape, but I haven't opened it. Here on the back, here on this world, your spirit is a weapon, as much as the one in your grip. There's something in each of us tied to the universals. Life's building blocks: fire, rock, air, sea, flesh, spore. In this world alone and all the cosmos, you get to bring them all out. Savage Crucible. So that's cool. Cool box. Nice rectangle, easy to display. Hopefully you can see in there. It's got a map. Let's see what the unboxing kind of is like. Looks like it's probably going to be pretty easy to put in and out. Yeah, so there is a thing that I care about. Only one twist tie, it appears. Only around the waist. That's a big win. Savage Crucible team. It is not the NECA situation of twist ties. I don't want to go too much into looking at the figure itself until we put it out. But there you go. So there are a couple name characters that then would also have armor and other accessories. So I don't know if they'll have a tray behind them or if it'll all be built in. I don't know. And then there is this map that you can pull out. I'm going to... Oh, see, I won't even show you, but there is, look, a surprise. Can't see what it is, but there is a surprise. So you get the map of Lemuria on the continent of Caraco. So I don't know if this is just where the Lemurians live. And so this map is going to change, depending on, there's dwarves coming. They also have some Frazetta licensed figures, Conan type figures coming, mind flayers, that kind of thing. But enough of the packaging. Let's flip the camera around and get a close-up look at the figure. There's our Lemurian Savage Crucible. Right out of the package, all I did was cut the single twist tie and stood him there. We'll look at what he comes with real quick. Again, this is more of like a builder type figure that you can pop and swap with other things. So he comes with this sword. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Which sword, axe. It's got teeth on it. It has a blade right there. Is that a bone? Yeah, I'm not really sure what it is. But it's cool. Almost like a sword axe. On him are gripping hands for his weapon, sea grips. And then the other two hands that come with it are the more expressive hands. And again, if you buy one of the more kind of standard figures or deluxe figures, you get a lot more. Let's take a look here, close up at some of the paint. I believe that try to get it to focus here. I know I'm not doing great. An articulated jaw, yeah, that's cool. Again, I have not warmed this up. I haven't done anything to this thing yet. This is right out of the package. I didn't see a note that say boil it or heat it or anything. So I'm not. I'm just going to follow the instructions. Look at the sculpting on like the lizard skin. That's really nice. The paint and the shade work and all the different colors. Very impressive. As we have seen these, the back, now, as I understand it, a lot of these ports, these are not pins as much as they are ports for armor and different accessories and such. Backpacks and weapon pieces and pauldrons and all that stuff. So I believe this is a completely pinless action figure, but those are more ports. But as we have seen these progress over the last couple years, I'm amazed that the sculpting and the painting has been matched. Some of these paint masters are seemingly pretty challenging, but pretty cool. Got a tail. Now, I'm not the most articulation, I'm not the master poser like so many other folks are, but I know that one of the selling points on these things is the articulation. So, I mean, you look at that, that's pretty significant. So I'm not even going to try to say what they are. Other people's videos will tell you, but you see he can get a significant crouch down. This is right out of the package too. Significant crouch down. We showed the articulated jaw, the head. Oh yeah, so you see that you can do a lot because of I guess that's a double dumbbell joint in the toe. I don't know. I don't want to sound stupid. I popped his head off. So his limits to going up are because of the back of his neck. But that's pretty good up. And then let's see how far down. again, because of it's a lizard, you know, he's got like that gullet. He doesn't like go all the way to chin, but that's really good, I think. It turns all the way around. So head's pretty decent. Again, this is not this is not me, not my strong suit. So watch other people's. I believe it's probably a double jointed elbow, which I feel like, well, so he's got a little bicep jack. Yeah, you can see there's the double joint in there. So 90 degree, a little bit above, 90 degree double joint. I think there's some pretty good butterflies in here, but they do feel a little, maybe these guys don't. What I don't know is, did these guys not have the same articulation scheme? Is it a different buck? I know that some of the deluxe figures have like much deeper butterfly cuts and stuff like that. I don't know. So that's not for me to tell you. The legs, looks like it is probably, yeah, that's also a double knee. That's pretty good there. Real good, actually. Then his tail. What's going on with the tail? Looks like a ball joint in there. No is it bendy? It may be, I can't tell. I don't think that's bendy wire. Feet. It's got toe articulation there. It's got ball. But again, that's not my deal. I am not a big articulation master. So mine is not the video to watch for that. But I mean, you see, moves really good. I don't think I see a butterfly in there. So maybe I'll try to confirm that here before we wrap it up. If these guys don't have the butterfly joint that the more deluxe figures do. Because again, these are much lower price point. These are below Marvel Legends price point for these builders. So that's pretty good. Let me get out some other figures and show you some size comparisons. Do my best here on some size comparisons of some various things. So something I've been interested in recently, a different scale. But what is scale when you're talking about lizard men and space marines? This is the Joy Toy Warhammer 40K Iron Hands Brother Ignar. Again, 1/18 scale, so smaller. But, you know, they do fight large lizard-type creatures. So that could work. Another person that fights lizard creatures this is Figma Twilight Princess Link. So if those were representing a Lizalfos, I think that would work good. Would work good for me. If you want your Link to fight them, the Figma Link. Figma usually a little bit small, but Lizalfos tower over. We do have Breath of the Wild, or Tears of the Kingdom Link coming pretty soon. So I think that could work for you if you have that Figma Link. Not easy to get. Certainly a great fantasy line, Mythic Legions. Here is a 1.0 Nightbody Otho. And you see they are pretty similar. I think the Lemurian is bigger at the shoulders. Of course, Otho has a big head of hair. But that's a standard 1.0 body. As we get to some of the newer knights that are coming this year from the Four Horsemen, we could look at those again. But those certainly work together well. And I know a lot of people will use their Mezco Conan. I don't have that quickly accessible. I do have it, but not accessible. I know he airs a little small for me, so I picked Mezco Wolverine, which I do have out. I think this is the con exclusive because that Conan is a little short and this Wolverine's kind of short. So that gives you a good feeling for Mezco compared to it in terms of size. And then finally, probably a figure that a lot of people have, or a line a lot of people have, is a Marvel Legends. That is a Nightcrawler. That is a custom head sculpt from Casting Cave, that Fan Plastic 4 sculpted Casting Cave painted. You see it's X-Men season, so I have my X-Men available. So that's Nightcrawler's on the smaller side of Marvel Legends, but that should give you an idea of how it would scale with the Marvel Legends. Final thoughts on this guy. I think it's a really fun figure. The sculpting and the paintwork is really, really nice. It's a different body style, certainly, than a lot of figures we get. It's much more of a lean, maybe athletic body type. I think that's with intent. I believe I've heard the team talk about that. More taller, and what's a lizard man? What's who knows what the dimensions are. So he's, he's longer, he's leaner, he's muscular, he's athletic. And we're used to sometimes a different body type than this, but I think it looks good. Especially for the price point that these builders are. I'll be very interested to see folks' reviews as they get the ones that have the more armor and the flame effects, and there's all kind of cool stuff coming in this line. And then, of course, when we get into the other things, the dwarves and the mind flayer types and all the different things that are coming, Conan, the Frazetta stuff, wizards, and I mean, there's all kind of things seemingly coming that are cool to look at. But for the first wave, I think it's cool. For a builder, I think it's great. I'm very interested to see how easy the pop and swapping is. Again, I didn't apply a heat gun or hairdryer or anything, so if I miss something from a joint perspective or anything like that, certainly there are other people that will have better reviews of articulation. But I just want to give you a first look. I'm grateful to the folks at Savage Crucible for thinking of me, for sending this my way. I had fun looking at it and playing with it, and it's going to be my desk toy for a while. And, I see right there just getting him into a two-handed sword-holding pose. That's pretty difficult for most non-import action figures. You can do it with a lot of import figures, but most domestic figures really struggle with a two-handed sword pose like that. So I think that's a cool thing. I like the way you can hunch him over and do all kind of stuff with his torso. I enjoyed it. I think it's a cool figure. Again, you can get your pre-sale in right now. If you order with the Kickstarter, it should be coming soon. If you ordered in the pre-order period, it should be just a few weeks away, and then the pre-sale should be about a month away. Save yourself a couple bucks rather than going through Big Bad Toy Store, somewhere like that. You can go directly and actually save yourself a decent amount of money if you do that way. So thanks again to Savage Crucible, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you Sunday on the next vlog.